In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do underpainting makeup. I will also be showing you exactly how I place everything and how I apply foundation without losing definition underneath. So if this is something you're excited to learn about, make sure you watch this video to the end, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel and Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you guys are enjoying this festive season. So if you're just watching my video for the first time and you're new to my channel, my name is Joanne. I share makeup tips to help beginner and intermediate makeup artists improve their skills and get better results. So in this video, I'll be explaining what underpainting is, how it works, why you might want to start using underpainting for your makeup, and how I layer my product. So let's go. Before I start doing my underpainting, I go in with my skin prep. So my skin prep include hydrating the face, then go in with an hydrating moisturizer, then go in with an hydrating primer, before I go in with the mattifying primer just for the T-zone area, and I go ahead to spray those products so they can melt into our skin. And lastly, for my skin prep, I apply the lip moisturizer. Who does makeup without preparing your lips? Now, what is underpainting? Underpainting is basically when you apply contour, blush, bronzer, highlights before foundation. So instead of doing everything on top of the foundation, you are doing the shaping first, then softly applying foundation over it. So I like to explain underpainting this way. You're building a structure of the face first, and then you're just smoothing everything out. That is where underpainting gives that really soft, natural skin-like finish. But in my own case, in this video, I didn't apply foundation over my contour, my highlight. What I did was just to apply foundation in the part of our skin where I didn't apply anything, like the part of our skin that is bare. This is a technique that professional makeup artists have been using for a very long time, especially for bridal and editorial makeup looks, because it doesn't look heavy on the skin at all. So let's move to how underpainting can help your makeup. One major reason underpainting works so well is because it gives you control. You're not fighting a thick foundation or trying to blend a contour on top of powdery layers. Everything blends directly into the skin, so it looks more natural. So if you ever felt like your contour looks too harsh, or your blush disappears, or your makeup looks heavy, underpainting really helps with that. So it also makes your makeup look more seamless and blended, like everything melts into the skin instead of it sitting on top of foundation. So these are 3 reasons why you should incorporate underpainting into your makeup routine. If you're someone who likes doing their own makeup, or you're a makeup artist, underpainting is one skill that instantly levels you up. Number 1 reason is that it gives your makeup a professional finish. Your skin looks like skin, but better. Number 2 reason is it is perfect for brides, clients who love soft glam, even mature skin like mature women. Everyday glam that doesn't even look overdone, like everyday glam that doesn't look overdone, you can try underpainting on that. Then for mature skin, for people older, underpainting is also perfect for them. Then number 3 reason is that it teaches you proper face structure. When you underpaint regularly, you start understanding people's face shape, different kind of face shapes, placement and balance much better. So for underpainting, it will help you define people's shapes of face, and you learn more about face shapes. It will also help you to balance much better. And finally, it saves time during blending. because everything melts into the skin beautifully once foundation go over it. That's if you are doing the type of underpainting that you have to apply foundation on top of it. But in my own case, I only applied foundation in the areas where I did not apply anything, like the best surface of the skin, where I did not apply the contour, the highlights, the bronzer, the blush. So I only applied foundation there and blend seamlessly. Now it's products. What products works best? Now let's talk about products, because this part is really matters a lot. For underpainting, cream and liquid products are your best friend. For underpainting, you don't use mattifying products. Stay away from it. So for contour, go for cream contours or liquid bronzers that aren't too dark and blend easily. Don't go for a very dark contour. And for my rules for contouring, I told you in my previous videos that if you want to contour, you have to use 2 shades darker for contouring. If you want to highlight, you have to use 2 shades highlighter. You can either use 1 shade highlight, like to just cover the dark circle under the eyes, then use 2 shades for the inner corners of the eyes. For blush, cream blush and liquid blush works best because it gives natural flush and blends easily into the skin. So if you're doing makeup or you've been watching my tutorial, you see that I mostly use cream blush a lot. Then for my highlight, I always keep my highlights very soft. Hydrating highlight works better than mattifying highlight. So for this video, I use an hydrating highlight and a Nigerian concealer for that matter to highlight our under eyes. And the concealer is Nova Beauty concealer. It's an hydrating concealer. So I use that as my highlight and it is very easy to blend. Please, if you're doing underpainting, avoid anything mattifying. Avoid it, please. For foundation, I recommend light to medium coverage foundation. If your foundation is too heavy, it can cover all the underpainting, like everything you've done underneath, it can cover it. So if you're going to apply foundation on top of your underpainting, please go with a very lightweight foundation. So it doesn't cover all your efforts that you have done underneath, like your contour, your highlights. You understand what I mean? So go on a very light foundation. Also, when applying foundation, use a damp sponge or a soft brush and gently press it into the skin instead of dragging it. So for this video, I use a foundation brush from Y Glam Cosmetics. You can check them out on Instagram. Their face brush is so beautiful and it is very soft. So if you're a brush lover, you can use a very soft foundation brush and dab into our skin. And if you are also a beauty sponge lover, like you apply beauty sponge, you apply your foundation with a beauty sponge, you can also go ahead and use a beauty sponge. Lastly, let me drop this bonus tip: what to avoid when doing underpainting. These are quick things to avoid. Don't use powder products for underpainting, it won't work. Don't apply too much products, like those of you that like to apply too much foundation. Like less is beautiful, or how did they say, less is more. So don't apply too much products because you want to do underpainting. Don't rush your blending. If you had watched this video, you have seen me live recording this video, you see the way I blend my products gently into the skin. I don't blend harshly, I don't rush my blending, I take it bit by bit. Okay, so don't rush your blending. Give it time to blend. Lastly, don't be too heavy-handed with your foundation. A very soft look is key here. Okay, so now that you understand what underpainting is, why it works, and the kind of products you should be using, I hope you're going to try this and also share your review in this video. If you enjoyed this video so far, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share so that YouTube can push my videos to a lot of viewers who need this. Please, I've noticed that a lot of you just come to my page, to my channel to watch my videos. You don't like, you don't comment, you don't even engage. Please engage on this video so that YouTube can push this video out there to a lot of people that needs it, okay? And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. For these beautiful lips right here, I used a concealer, a correcting concealer at that, and allowed it to dry. After blending, applied my lip gloss. So now I'm just going back to my powder, you know, to apply powder under our eyes to give that matte soft finish. And I went ahead to use a mascara to extend to lengthen our under eye lashes. And guys, this is the final look. Let me know in the comment section what you feel about this look. This is so beautiful. This is gorgeous. And if you've watched this video to this extent, I just want to say a very big thank you. Thank you for supporting my channel. And see you guys in my next video. Bye.